The following video is intended for mature audiences. It contains horror elements, adult themes, and language that might not be suitable for younger viewers. Within the broad spectrum of horror cinema, it's not often you find a movie that turns something as harmless and everyday as plants into terrifying creatures. The Ruins, directed by Carter Smith and based on Scott Smith's novel, does this with impressive skill. It tells a gripping tale of survival that is both disturbing and original. With its chilling setting and nerve-wracking plot, this film explores the depths of human psychology and resilience when confronted with an unknown terror. For those who appreciate horror with an unexpected twist, The Ruins is a standout piece that prompts reflection on how far people can go when pushed to their limits. Set against the backdrop of an ancient Mayan ruin in the heart of the Mexican jungle, The Ruins takes the usual survival horror formula and injects it with a fresh, troubling perspective. It moves away from common threats like human enemies or supernatural beings to something more unpredictable, sentient, flesh-eating plants that trap their victims in long-lasting torment. What begins as a sunny holiday among friends rapidly descends into a horrifying ordeal filled with despair and fear, forcing its characters into a relentless nightmare that eats away at their physical health and mental strength. As someone captivated by its pace, concept, and sheer uniqueness, The Ruins breaks free from traditional genre boundaries. It gives equal attention to the psychological breakdown of its characters, as well as to the horrific nature of their grotesque surroundings. Its unique storyline and fearsome atmosphere are heightened by stark realism throughout the film, making it one of the most compelling survival horror movies from the 2000s. What makes The Ruins so engaging is its unique premise. At its heart is a group of friends who are enjoying a laid-back vacation in Mexico. Their choice to venture into a remote Mayan ruin sets the stage for terrifying events to come. From their arrival at the ruins, a foreboding feeling sets in as they uncover not a historical wonder, but something much more sinister. It's a tale of innocence met with harsh consequences, where curiosity and the pursuit of adventure lead them into an unexpected heart of terror. The ancient temple is more than just a setting, it embodies the film's horror. The temple itself, covered in mysterious vines, is the center of fear. The plants that envelop the ruin are not just for show. They're sentient beings that consume and infect anything that touches them. Their slow, intentional invasion into the characters' bodies and minds adds a unique element to the film, moving away from typical jump scares and gore often associated with modern horror. Rather than taking a straightforward approach, The Ruins opts for a gradual increase in tension that builds with each scene as the characters come to grips with their confinement and the lack of a clear escape plan. What makes The Ruins truly terrifying isn't just the lethal threat posed by deadly vines, but how it systematically breaks down each character's psyche. From the moment they're stranded in the temple, surrounded by locals who prevent their escape, the film explores fear and survival. It forces its characters, and consequently its audience, to face not only physical confinement, but also emotional and mental collapse accompanying it. The psychological impact becomes scarier than the vines themselves. Each character reacts differently to their slowly dawning realization. They're not just fighting for survival, but also against their deteriorating mental states. As hunger, dehydration, and creeping vine infection take hold, the friends begin to turn on each other. Paranoia sets in, desperation takes over, and their fear of what's outside is matched only by the internal terror they discover within themselves. What distinguishes The Ruins is its realistic depiction of this psychological decline. Unlike many horror films, where characters make inexplicably irrational decisions, reactions here feel brutally real. Every choice made by the characters seems rooted in their circumstances, their tangible fear as they wrestle with the harsh truth that escape might be impossible. The film's pacing allows this psychological decay to unfold gradually, creating a slow-burning tension that keeps the audience engaged throughout. The Ruins breaks the horror mold by making nature the key antagonist, showcasing its indifference and unpredictability. Instead of a masked killer or supernatural entity, the movie's villain is a relentless vine that consumes everything in its path with machine-like precision. This portrayal of nature as a formidable enemy sets the Ruins apart. The creeping vines symbolize nothing less than death itself, adding to the character's sense of helplessness and amplifying the suspense. There's no strategy for defeating this threat. Their only option is survival, delaying the inevitable as long as possible. This taps into our primal fear of powerlessness. Isolation intensifies the horror as the characters are stranded without any hope of rescue, while locals ensure their continued entrapment. The Ruins become an imprisoning fortress from which escape is impossible. The claustrophobia induced by being trapped in such an open space and the unstoppable advance of these deadly vines create a tangible sense of dread. This slow-burning horror escalates throughout the film. One strength of The Ruins is its pacing strategy, which maintains a steady buildup of tension from the characters' arrival at these ominous ruins until their final moments. Initial scenes filled with youthful exploration quickly turn into increasing dread upon discovering what truly lurks within. This pacing allows for the organic growth of horror, each revelation adding another layer of terror. The structure ensures there's never any respite for either characters or audience members. As the vines begin consuming the group, tension reaches a fever pitch. The realization they're trapped dawns early on, transforming the rest into suspenseful anticipation, wondering who will fall next and how long they can hold out. The Ruins' avoidance of cheap scares or excessive gore to incite fear distinguishes it, building horror through atmosphere and character-driven tension. The constant threat keeps viewers perpetually on edge, waiting for what comes next. While these menacing vines serve as the main antagonists, the real horror comes from character interactions. Each character reacts differently to their predicament, adding depth and complexity to the story. The Ruins deserves credit for its effective character development within such limited screen time. Their downward spiral into fear and desperation feels believable and heart-wrenching as they face their likely end. Much of this movie's tension is driven by character dynamics. As resources run low and the vines tighten their hold, trust between group members starts crumbling under fear's weight. The Ruins explores how trauma can bring out both the best and worst in people, providing a human element that makes it all the more compelling. The Ruins excels in delivering psychological horror, complemented by unnerving instances of body horror that may unsettle sensitive viewers. As the malevolent vines gradually afflict the group, their slow yet invasive progression is depicted vividly. The film doesn't shy away from showing the physical destruction caused by the vines on their bodies, resulting in scenes that are both repulsive and frightening. The infection spreads slowly, compelling the characters to confront a terrifying reality. Their bodies have turned against them. The film's use of body horror is strikingly effective, adding a layer of fear to an already distressing situation. In The Ruins, body horror isn't gratuitous. It plays a significant role in the narrative arc, reinforcing the concept that the characters are being consumed by something beyond their control. The practical effects used by the film are well executed. The gradual invasion of flesh by vines is portrayed in a disturbingly lifelike way. This significantly enhances the overall sense of dread as the characters' bodies become another battleground in their fight for survival. In a genre often criticized for the overuse of familiar tropes and cliches, The Ruins stands out as a unique cinematic offering. Its antagonist, nature, is both original and horrifying. Furthermore, it's not just about survival. There's notable psychological depth to this story which sets it apart from many other films in this genre. The pacing of The Ruins is skillfully managed, while its atmosphere and character development distinguish it from other movies within its category. Its combination of psychological terror with graphic body horror under an umbrella of atmospheric tension ensures it leaves a lasting impact on its audience. What differentiates The Ruins is its sense of inevitability. As soon as the characters step onto the temple grounds, a sense of impending doom lingers in the air. The film capitalizes on this feeling of helplessness, creating a pervasive atmosphere of dread permeating every scene. Unlike many horror films where survival seems possible, The Ruins offers no such consolation. It's a chilling narrative about the inevitability of death and the terror that accompanies the slow realization that escape may be impossible. The Ruins is a cinematic experience that lingers long after the final credits. Its unique premise, psychological depth, and relentless tension make it an outstanding entry in the horror genre. For fans of survival horror, it provides a new take on familiar themes, merging psychological horror with graphic body horror in a way that is both horrifying and captivating. While The Ruins may not enjoy widespread recognition like some other classics of horror cinema, it's an underrated gem deserving more notice. For those who value character-driven narratives and psychological tension in their horror films, The Ruins is essential viewing. Its unsettling atmosphere, well-developed characters, and unique antagonist differentiate it from other offerings in this saturated genre. This film keeps viewers on edge from start to finish. Its harrowing depiction of survival and despair is certain to leave a lasting impression. The Ruins is a body horror adventure thriller that is 1 hour and 30 minutes long. It is rated R. The Southern Underworld gives it 5 bloody knives. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Thank you for watching.